Hello, this is Group 39 for CSE 434 Networks. I'm going to be demoing my socket project Milestone. So first, part A is only if applicable to compile the manager, user, and disk programs. That's not applicable, so I'm going to skip into part B, which is showing that I have at least two distinct end hosts here. Um, and here with the IP addresses, I will show that I have six end hosts that are distinct. Here's the IP address one, and then two, three, four, 4, 5, 6. So there's six distinct end hosts. Now that's it for part B. For part C, I'm going to actually be part C is to start the files. So I'm going to actually be copying and pasting for most of for the rest of the files besides manager here because for sake of time, it's just taking too long for me to actually type it all out in the video. But I have it all set up and I'll explain it also. I have it all set up in my notes and I'll explain it as I copy and paste. So here first I'll start with the manager. As we can see that this port here that's being assigned, that's within the range for group 39 as per the calculation in the project document, and we'll see that the manager is now listening. Now I'll begin with disk number one here. Here's the command I have put in my disk.py file that I created. I have the name uh, with the name flag, and then the manager IP and port, which I got from manager, and then the M port and C port also within the valid ranges for group 39, and they're going to be distinct. And then no auto registration. I have that flag set up because when I first wrote my code, it was auto registering all the disks once I sent this command, which I didn't want to do because I want to show explicitly that I have set up this register disk command. So no registration, no auto registration stops the auto registration from happening. Now, when I send this registration disk command, it shows that I have sent it to the manager, and then it acknowledges that it's been received, and we can see in the manager that it's also been echoed. Now, I'm going to do a similar thing for disk 2 and 3. So I'm going to start them here. This is going to be disk 2. Manager IP and port are the same. M port, C port are distinct. No auto registration flag once again, so I can show this registered disk command that I've set up with the IP of the machine, with the ports, M port, C port that I have here, sent to the manager, acknowledged that it's been received, echoed by the manager to show that it has worked. Now, same thing, I'm going to be doing the same thing for disk 3. And once again, I will show explicitly this command here. Command disk, register the disk number 3 here, IP and C port, I mean M port and C port are distinct, sent, and they're within the range. The command is sent to the manager, acknowledged that it has been received, and it's been echoed by the manager there. Okay, now I will show the users. I will show that the user I will start and show that the user commands also work. So here for user one, it's a similar command. It's in user.py, which I've created also. User one is the name, manager IP and port are the same, and then M port and C port are distinct with no auto registration for the same reason. It was auto registering, so I put that flag in there to show that I have created this register user command and implemented it correctly. Here's user one, that's going to be the name, the IP, and then the distinct M port and C port that I've created. It's going to send it to the manager and it's been acknowledged that it's been received and then echoed by the manager to show that it is working. Now I will do the same thing for user two. Once again, this is just showing you like the commands that you have available. Uh, Also, I just want to say that. But that it doesn't hasn't been registered yet, as we can see, it's not echoed here. But once I put this command and I run it again, user two with the correct IP and then the distinct M port and C ports, it sends it to the manager and acknowledges that it's been received, and then the manager echoes it here. So that's part three. That's part C completed. Now for part D, we have one user has to issue a configure DSS command. So I will show this right now with user one first. User one, I'm going to show user one requesting a three disk DSS with a 1024 byte stripe, and the manager is going to pick three free disks and allocate them. So here, DSS is going to one is going to be there, and then 3 and 1024. And once I send this, oh, I spelled it wrong. My apologies there. Configure DSS, DSS1. 3, 1024. I send it. Now it has worked. I sent the command and it's been acknowledged and it acknowledges that it's been received by the manager and then it's been echoed here. Now, if I do the same thing for disk 2, if user 2, sorry, if that's part D is completed. Now for user 2 and part E, if it asks for another 3 disk DSS and I name it something else here, it's going to fail because all 3 disks were already allocated to DSS 1. So it sends it to the manager, but it shows that there's an error. There's insufficient disks, and it's not echoed by the manager, but the manager keeps still is working fine. Um, and this is expected. So that's part E is done. Now, finally, we have to deregister all of uh, the disks, and I'll show you that I have implemented this command here, deregister disk. So it sends it, deregister disk, and I name it disk 1 for this one. It sends it and it acknowledges that it's been received by the manager, and here it's been echoed by the manager. Now I'm going to copy and paste it over to disk 2 and 3 for the sake of time as well. And I'll show here that it is sent to it sends and is acknowledged that it's been received, and it's also echoed by the manager here. Same thing here, similar command, deregister user, and it's going to be user 1. I send it, it's been sent to the manager, acknowledges it's been received, and it's also echoed in the manager there. Now, again, I'm going to just copy and paste this for the sake of time here, change the name to user 2, sends and receives to the manager, manager echoes it, and then finally we terminate the manager, and that's part F completed also for the demo. And that will be the demo completed for CSE 434 networks. Thank you.